Right now at 6, Gunderson Health System is providing hands-on trauma training. And Food Truck Friday, a local school is raising money while making sure the public isn't hungry.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is on assignment. No one was injured after a commercial garage fire last night. According to the La Crosse Fire Department, they were called to 1725 Gillette Place around 9:30 p.m. When they got on the scene, they say flames were coming through the roof and garage doors. Crews used an aerial ladder truck to help extinguish the blade. Equipment and vehicles inside the garage were severely damaged. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. And no one was harmed in a camper explosion in Alma Center this morning. Hixton Fire and Rescue says they were called to the KOA campground on State Highway 95 at 5 a.m. for a reported explosion and fire. Nobody was inside at the time of the explosion. A crew of 16 firefighters quickly extinguished the fire. The fire department says a propane leak inside the camper caused the explosion. The Trempealeau County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help with a death investigation. They're asking for any security footage or dash cam video from May 15th between 7 and 9 p.m. between Galesville and Blair. The Sheriff's Office is investigating a suspicious death. It happened Wednesday night near Highway 53 and County Road TT in Ettrick. Law enforcement says there is no danger to the public at this time. If you have any video or information to share, you can contact the Trempealeau County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen. An investigation is underway after a human arm was discovered in Illinois that may be tied to a murder in Wisconsin. According to the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office, the arm was found Saturday night on a beach in Waukegan, Illinois, which is about an hour drive from Milwaukee. Investigators are now conducting DNA testing to determine if the female arm belongs to 19-year-old Sadie Robinson. The Milwaukee woman disappeared after a first date on April 1st. The following day, Robinson's severed leg was found in a park, and more remains believed to have been hers were found in Milwaukee. Police have charged Maxwell Anderson in Robinson's death.
Yeah, we definitely had warmer conditions here with plenty of sunshine, and that's even going to continue through tomorrow. But we do have a few showers out there, mainly north of I-94. We'll kind of break down. Right now, expecting none of that for La Crosse. Very mild night or evening right now with that south wind beginning to pick up. Upper 60s as we drop back down to 10, 11 p.m. Eau Claire, a few showers, and most of this will probably be some sprinkles and mainly north of the city, but something to keep in mind of this evening. Definitely won't last long. An upper 60s by 11 p.m. So once again, a very mild condition. There's the activity west towards Minneapolis, and as it begins to push east, we'll see further development, but a lot of that will continue to fall apart as we kind of break down. None of it is approaching the area right now. It's all part of a system well to the west in the Dakotas. That's the cold front that'll be coming through later tomorrow, but for tonight, it's along that warm front that we might see a few showers throughout the evening, really kind of hugging I-94 and further to the north. It won't amount to too much. Most areas won't see any of it, but just some cloud cover. Besides that, everyone to the south is going to see a few passing clouds and very nice dry conditions as we drop back into the 50s overnight with that more activity approaching towards the morning. As we break down, we're going to get it warmer tomorrow, mid to upper 80s potentially, and yeah, it's that time of year to see those things starting to come out now. And the good news is we're going to cool down for Sunday, but we have some definitely wet and active conditions coming for next week, and we'll break all that down a bit later.
All right, thank you, Greg. Gunderson Health System held a trauma symposium today. Participants learned essential care techniques to help patients in emergency situations before they reach the hospital. Our own News 8 Now's Michael Germain was there and has more on this story. Good evening, Michael.
Emily, pre-hospital providers, nurses, and social workers attended the trauma symposium, learning how to handle trauma cases effectively. During a series of breakout sessions featuring the La Crosse Fire Department, attendees were taught methods for caring for injured individuals on the bluffs. They also got hands-on learning on how to remove patients from a train derailment. With Gunderson Health System as one of the only Level 2 trauma centers in the area, a trauma and critical care surgeon emphasized this training is all about the patients.
I really think it's our goal to take it back to the patients and make sure that the pre-hospital providers and our nurses and our physicians who are getting the proper training to care for the patients that we may see in our area.
She adds the more people that they see every year, the better hands-on services they can provide. She says that pre-hospital providers need to be well qualified to continue delivering quality care to the patients in the area. Emily?
All right, thank you, Michael. And speaking of training for the worst, the La Crosse Regional Airport practicing an emergency exercise today with numerous mutual aid partners. A fake airport emergency scenario was set up involving passengers, crew, and first responders. The training exercise allows the airport and first responders to prepare for an actual emergency in a controlled environment. This exercise is practiced 3 times a year as part of a requirement to maintain certifications with the FAA. La Crosse County Emergency Management and emergency responders from Town of Campbell, Onalaska, and Bryce Prairie all participated. Logan High School students hit the town today to learn more about La Crosse's history through a scavenger hunt. The students broke into teams and solved riddles that led them to area businesses, including the public library. They also could win extra points by finding medallions with their teachers' faces on them. One history teacher says the scavenger hunt is a fun way to get students involved in history.
Students are always more interested in history when it's tied to something they know, and we all live in La Crosse. A lot of our students have lived here their whole lives, and it's really fun to get them out and about and then seeing the history of our area firsthand.
This is the 10th year the high school has done the scavenger hunt. Whichever team had the most points by the end of the hunt won a prize. Logan Middle School is raising money while filling your tummy. Today, Logan Middle School is holding their annual Food Truck Friday fundraiser to raise money for their career and technical education department. But the fundraiser isn't only about raising money. Students walked around filling out a worksheet, learning about how the businesses operate. Logan Middle School's business teacher explained some of the questions the students answered.
So it's anything from learning about how they handle food prep, how they handle their money, kind of some struggles maybe these businesses have gone through in terms of how to start businesses, really just learning about kind of the whole concept of entrepreneurship and running your own business.
Funds raised will be used to enhance students' learning experiences through industry-related field trips, guest speakers, and hands-on activities. President Biden celebrating the anniversary of a major civil rights ruling. This is he is starting a new campaign targeting a dip in black supporters.
At By Goffin Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. By Goffin Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
I'm Dr. Anna, an OBGYN from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I was trained at UW-Madison for my undergraduate and for medical school. I'm a Badger through and through. Delivering a baby is one of the best parts of my job. One of the hardest parts of my job is giving a woman heartbreaking news that her baby has no chance of survival and giving them the option of having an abortion. Politicians like Donald Trump shouldn't be getting in between me and my patients, denying them options that would potentially save their life. Trump bragged about overturning Roe v. Wade.
We terminated Roe v. Wade.
My patients are worried. They're asking me, what are my options right now, and will I have access to birth control in the future? What is he going to try to take away next? If Trump was reelected, it would be devastating for women's health care.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
If you've been waiting for the best time to buy furniture, this is it. The King Furniture Memorial Day Weekend Sale, where everything in our showroom has been reduced. Find sofas, sectionals, bedrooms, recliners, dining, and more. Plus 12 months interest-free financing. These deals only last through Memorial Day weekend, as we will be closed on Memorial Day to remember and honor our nation's heroes. Don't miss the King Furniture Memorial Day Weekend Sale. Going on now.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
President Biden highlighted racial equality efforts on a Supreme Court ruling anniversary, but school integration is declining as he seeks black voter support before the election. Biden visited the National Museum of African American History and Culture to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the landmark Supreme Court ruling ending school segregation. Yesterday, the president met with some of the plaintiffs in the case and their families at the White House. They praised the Supreme Court ruling, saying it impacted the lives of every American, but they acknowledged the fight to end separate but equal is not over.
You know, we have a lot of work to do in that education is still challenging in some places, but we have to realize that education is foundational to our country.
In the last decade, the number of suburban school districts with 90 to 100% of non-white students has doubled in the nation's 25 largest metropolitan areas. The visit was part of President Joe Biden's work to reverse an erosion of support among black voters. He's placing renewed focus on a group he hopes he can once again help propel him to the White House like they did 4 years ago. The president is also addressing the next generation of leaders at Martin Luther King Jr.'s alma mater, Morehouse College in Atlanta. The events come as polls show black voters increasingly frustrated by what they regard as inaction on their top priorities. Many say they are turned off by the Biden administration's handling of the economy and the Israel-Hamas war. A CBS News poll from early March showed black voters' support for President Biden has dropped from the 87% who said they voted for him in 2020 to 76% who say they'll vote for him in 2024. And President Biden's son Hunter is asking a judge to delay his tax case in California. Hunter Biden is accused of repeatedly failing to file and pay his taxes on time. He's also accused of tax evasion by filing false returns. Additional charges accuse him of falsifying records related to his company's payroll. Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty to all 9 charges. The trial for now is set for June. Hunter Biden also faces a gun case in Delaware, which is also scheduled to start next month. Severe weather strikes. Hundreds of thousands are without power in the Houston area. How the city is responding when we come back.
And yet we have warm conditions this weekend, at least for Saturday. We are still dealing with some isolated showers or thunderstorms. The good news, most of the weekend looks dry. Unfortunately, next week looks a little bit different. I'll time out and explain what I mean coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Here at The Y, we offer more than just a job. We offer the chance to make a difference in a fun, flexible environment where our mission and core values drive every decision we make. Join us in this amazing work. For specific positions and details, visit our website.
My son, Nick, took illicit fentanyl, which cost him his life. And knowing that my son is never coming back is the worst thing that I will have to live with for the rest of my life.
Tammy Baldwin's been with us every step of the way. She just got a major bill passed to really crack down on fentanyl. She doesn't just talk the talk, but she actually walks the walk.
I cannot tell you how much we appreciate Tammy Baldwin fighting this fight.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
It's the Memorial Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, with store-wide sale prices, 24-month financing, and even free gas. Only at Drury's will you find beautifully tailored sofas and chairs, handcrafted bedrooms and dining rooms, a huge selection of premium leather, and the designers to help you put it all together. Shop top manufacturers like Daniels Amish, Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, and Stressless. Great sale prices, 24-month financing, and even free gas. Now, during the Memorial Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Here at the Y, we offer more than just a job. Experience the personal satisfaction that comes from nurturing the potential of youth and teens, improving our community's health and well-being, and providing support to our neighbors. Join us in this amazing work.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
At least 4 people are dead in Texas following severe weather. Powerful winds and rain slammed the southeastern part of the state for the second time this month before moving on to Louisiana. Crews are still working to get power back on for hundreds of thousands of customers. Dave Malkoff reports from Houston, which was hit especially hard.
The city of Houston is in recovery mode after winds up to 100 miles per hour and rain slammed southeast Texas for the second time in a month.
Stay away from downtown, stay off the road.
Streets downtown are now littered with glass from high-rise buildings that were blown out.
We all took cover in the bathroom, windows blown out, trees flying everywhere.
All members, please go to the middle of the store.
In Houston, people packed into a Costco to take shelter before the lights went out. At one point, about 1 million customers in the affected areas were left in the dark.
We are going to have to talk about this disaster in weeks, not days.
The storm turned fatal for some, including an elderly worker who was killed after a crane fell onto the cab of his cement truck.
It's amazing how many people came so close to losing everything. And we need to keep them in our thoughts.
Just north of Houston, rounds of extreme weather have slammed the area in recent weeks, and residents there are still shaken up. All this was someone's house.
It's everyone's lives, just on the street.
As the cleanup continues, officials are urging non-essential workers to stay off the streets and roads and continue to have patience with first responders. Dave Malkoff, CBS News, Houston.
The Houston School District closed all public schools Friday and said they would reopen Monday. A very scary storm indeed. I have friends and family in Houston who thankfully are safe, but who said it was one of the most frightening storms they've ever experienced. Lots of damage, as you saw, to neighborhoods, trees uprooted, a good amount of cleanup headed for a lot of them. And I know we have an alert day next week, Greg. Are we expecting something similar?
We could have thunderstorms next week, but something like that, they're called the mesoscale convective systems, those huge complex thunderstorms. We won't probably typically see more of those come mid to late summers when we get those type of situations, but they are rare. But yes, we do have some storms next week. The good news is this weekend we're not expecting anything like that. There will be a few storms or showers tonight north of I-94. Tomorrow everyone might see some shower or storm. Most areas will probably remain dry, and then the stormy conditions do arrive from Sunday night through Tuesday night. Overall, the severe threat for tomorrow with a cold front coming through, pretty limited. Kind of what we've seen this whole month, what we've seen the system come through is small hail, some gusty winds, usually not a huge deal. But overall for tonight, I-94 north, that's a few showers. They'll continue to progress eastward from Minneapolis. That'll be about the only early area of precipitation potential tonight. Otherwise, areas to the south, we'll just see the temperatures continue to fall with some passing high clouds overall. And you wake up, it should be fairly mild, upper 50s to low 60s for most areas. Now, we might see a little bit of a sprinkler shower for Eau Claire. Some of that's kind of out racing the front, which will be well back in Minnesota. So in the mornings, you might see a sprinkle or two in Eau Claire briefly before that begins to break up too. Cloud cover in La Crosse briefly, and then otherwise we'll have plenty of sun in the afternoon. Temperatures getting up into the 80 mark already by noon. That means we'll be in the low to mid 80s in the afternoon. But here comes that front. You can see the wind change right there to the southwest or west from the south. That'll come through about 2. And here's one little line and maybe 2 lines of just very widely scattered showers and a storm. Better chances further north and east of the area, but that might extend further south. So we're looking at about 4 to 5 and then 6 to 7. And right after that time frame, we should be good to go. Everything west will start clearing out. So there's just a small opportunity for a shower storm Saturday, but I think most areas will remain dry, but something to keep aware of if you're out and about during that time. Otherwise, Sunday looks dry, cooler, because behind that cold front will kind of drop the temperatures a little bit. And then here comes the next system lifting up from the southwest. This will approach Sunday night and it'll go in through Monday. So we're looking at widespread showers and thunderstorms coming through. At least the Monday morning time frame looks wet. We might see a little break going in Monday into Tuesday because we got another system approaching. This one is actually stronger. It's going to form a nice low that looks like it will probably move up into Minnesota. That puts us in a sector that we could see some strong to severe thunderstorms come Tuesday. Tuesday night, we'll have to keep an eye on this. This could change, but right now the track seems to be set where it is, and that's why we do have the severe weather potential there for that time frame for the strong or severe storms. And for that reason, because we're going to go with the alert day for Tuesday because of that, along with heavy rain potential too. We'll time this out and figure out a better time frame right now, but Tuesday night, keep alert for that, for some strong to maybe severe thunderstorms and heavy rain. But for tonight, just a few showers north of Eau Claire. Otherwise, everyone else remains dry. Temperatures in the upper 50s, low 60s. Warm tomorrow. We do have that storm chance probably in the afternoon between about 4 to maybe 7 p.m., but mid to upper 80s, so quite warm. Behind the cold front, we do cool back into the 70s, still above average, and then it becomes wet and stormy Sunday night through early Wednesday, and right now the day to watch is Tuesday for the strong or severe. That could depend, but it's still going to be a wet start to the week regardless of what happens on Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Greg. Coming up in sports, the Brewers begin a 9-game road trip tonight in Houston. Plus, the UWL baseball team was on the diamond this morning for regional action. Rob's got the highlights next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Us. This isn't us. Is it? Uh-huh. Let's take a break from our devices for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. And let's see what we find. Hey, bud. US Cellular. Built for us.
I would like to tell you about the man I love, Eric, who is running for the U.S. Senate. A fourth-generation Wisconsinite, he started his first business in his 20s and then built and turned around over a dozen companies, creating thousands of good-paying jobs. He believes in the American dream, and he wants it to be possible for everyone. Above all, Eric is a man of integrity. These are the qualities I want in a U.S. Senator to fight for Wisconsin. How about you?
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Messina's Animal Stopper is a liquid repellent that prevents animals from damaging your garden. Get a 32-ounce ready-to-use bottle for $7.99 after rebate. Grow a bountiful harvest with Miracle-Gro Garden Soil. This enriched blend of compost provides essential nutrients to vegetables and herbs. It also protects against over and underwatering. A bag is only $7.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Okay guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now you can get unlimited data for just $30 a line. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones!
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
For the second straight year, the UWL baseball team is hosting D3 regional play right here in La Crosse. Eagles are looking to make a return to the D3 World Series after an impressive postseason run last year, but it's a new season. The Eagles in need of a win today. Let's go to Copeland Park. UWL taking on the Bethel Royals. Scoreless in the second, but with nobody on. Bethel's Jordan Krupke unloads on this baseball deep to left, and that's gone. A solo home run for Krupke puts Bethel up 1. UWL looking to answer back. 1 man on for Anthony Vivian. He gets all of this pitch. Defense giving chase. There's no point. It goes off the Howie sign for a 2-run shot. Eagles jump in front. 4th inning now, 3-1. Man on for Mac Bourne. He sends one back up the middle for an RBI single. Eagles jump in front by 3. 5th inning now, and this is where UWL would start to heat up. Vivian again. This time sends one into the left field corner. That's good for an RBI double. Few batters later, 2 on for Nate Whitty. He lines one over the left Defense dives, can't make the grab. 2-run score. That makes it 7-1 UWL. Next inning, Vivian at the plate for the second time today. Vivian's going to take a trip around the bases. 2-run blast to center. Eagles up big, and they weren't done. Same inning, 1 man on for Bourne, and the Eagles' home run party continues. He sends one deep to left. Second bomb in the inning. 5 home runs in total for UWL as they start off regional play in a big way. 19-2 the final. They'll face Co-College tomorrow at 2:30. On the Pro Diamond tonight, the Brewers are back at it. They begin a 9-game road trip with the first 3 coming in Houston against the Astros. Milwaukee putting up a 10 spot on Wednesday in the series finale against Pittsburgh. The Crew will look to make it 3 in a row tonight. Freddie Peralta gets the ball for the Brewers. First pitch is at 7:10. As for the Twins, their 6-game road trip starts tonight in Cleveland. We'll see if the offense can get back on track. Minnesota held scoreless over the past 26 straight innings. Twins scored in the first inning back on Tuesday against the Yankees, but since then the offense has completely no-showed. Minnesota held scoreless on both Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see if the Twins can turn that around. You got to score runs. You got to score runs if you want to win.
Speaking of scoring runs, who do you think is going to win the Brewers-Houston matchup?
That's your team.
Yeah, I know.
I can already smell
and
the...
I feel like they need a win right now after what they went through.
They do.
Like I'm even more so rooting
I think
for
today's
them.
a good day for you to be pulling for the Astros.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody at home will be upset about it.
Right. Okay. Everyone else pull for them too. All right. We'll have another look on your forecast when we come back.
Ashley's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Shop our biggest selection of hot buys, cool deals. Plus, get 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase on all in-store purchases. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. So get your summer started off right with amazing Memorial Day savings throughout the store. Right now, get a free $15 Blaine's gift card when you spend $75 on Purina Pro Plan dog or cat food. Pro Plan recipes are formulated using advanced targeted nutrition to help your pets thrive as they age and develop. So find the right Pro Plan recipe for your dog or cat today. And if you need help, just ask a friendly, knowledgeable associate at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
Ashley's Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now. Save big on adjustable mattress sets from Beautyrest Black, Purple, and Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get 0% interest for 72 months with select in-store mattress purchases. For better sleep and savings, visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com.
All right, tonight, a few showers north of Eau Claire. Otherwise, everyone else should remain dry tonight. Mild, upper 50s, low 60s, so quite a mild start to Saturday. We still have that storm chance tomorrow. Just a few showers or storms out there. Otherwise, mid to upper 80s. We do cool down for Sunday.
Yeah.
But then it gets wet and stormy for the start of next week.
Yeah,
so enjoy the dry conditions.
Looks like a good weekend.
For the
All
most
right,
part,
everyone
yes, it is.
enjoy it. All right, thank you for joining us tonight at 6. We'll see you at 10.